going round and round. Got the wheels on the bus going round and round. Yeah, wheels going round and round. Yeah, and we rolling through your town. Yeah, hey, round and round and round and round and round. Yeah, round and round and round and round.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode, a live episode of the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by the Bank of Dudley. We are your first and your only source for mediocre, below average sports coverage. Glad you could join us today. My name is Chill. We got most of the gang here. Welcome to the Big Ugly Sports Show.
And they swishing.
Now, let's see who else is in here with us today. We got him over here to my right, ladies and gentlemen. He is a UGA graduate. He's a die-hard dog. He can make a bottle of mouthwash stink. His bottom row looks like he bit a brick. Believes everyone's an idiot compared to him. He is the one and only pride of Buddy Johnson Road. I'm talking about Adam Hightower. You know, I be forgetting.
I always forget. Hey, here we are. Live, baby.
A lot of buttons to push over here, Height. Sitting to his right, he looks like chewed up bubblegum with his shirt off. Nobody dries out a brisket quite like him. Believes ideas are only good if they're his. His head is fat. His head is small and his face is fat. That's what I was trying to get at. The most humble guy you'll ever meet. I'm talking about Matt Opie Hightower.
Solid idea. Not
Delivery, not so good.
Head is fat, face is fat,
Everything.
Body
so
fat.
Oh. And the guy you're hearing off camera, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it's him, believe it or not. Nobody expected him to be here this morning. His dad gave him everything he has. He wears tighty whities under his boxer briefs. He's shaped like an upside-down Liberty Bell. Will one day run his dad's company into the dirt. Sitting off camera, he is the intern, Jay Breezy Bridges.
Who's got it better than us?
No one, nobody.
What are we looking for on that one? I don't know.
What a way to start our first live.
It's Michigan's thing, but I couldn't really remember exactly what it
You
was.
gotta say nobody.
But you dove right in. That's what I love
Well,
about it.
he was looking at us.
one.
He was looking for a
Is that
response.
nobody, not us, not us.
Is that a Michigan thing or is it a Harbaugh thing?
Not I.
Isn't it a Harbaugh
I think,
family
what
thing?
was his daddy's name?
Mr. Harbaugh?
Anyways, he started it.
Jack.
Bunch of weirdos is what they
Yeah,
are.
that is right. Yeah, they are.
John's by far the
Incredible
coolest.
recall.
Opie, we rolling over there?
Yeah.
We all the way live?
Upwards of 4 people.
Ooh, 4 people. Hey, phone lines are open.
4 people clicked the wrong button.
Phone lines are open, 912-293-0945. Give us a call if you got a question or comment on the Facebook page and let us know you're here. This could last for 10 minutes. It could last the whole time. We're giving it one shot.
We've invested heavily in
Heavily.
We have
the internet here.
which we'll get to in a little bit. We
Infrastructure for Big Ugly Sports, we spare no expenses.
spare none.
Chill, you think over and under on 3 of those being related to you think?
Probably 2 at least. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Kev,
So
Gene,
under.
Brooke.
Now, Kev's dialed in probably. Brooke's probably dialed in. I don't know.
Miss Jean snoring?
Now she's up. Dad won't let her sleep. He makes a lot of racket in there. She like slamming
Hey,
cabinet
turn on his
doors.
hair dryer too.
Yeah, turn on. He ain't got a whole lot of hair to dry, but he's known for, according to my mom, he's known for just for some reason slamming cabinets in the morning and just for no just.
I got a spouse like that. Meanwhile, I mean, you would never know I'm awake,
Same.
getting ready. Meanwhile, bam, doors.
Yeah.
Long
Turning
as
the
I know
lights
you,
on.
I find that hard to believe.
Turning lights on. And there's a trick to opening the door when you don't want to wake people up. You turn the knob and then pull it.
And then when you shut it, you don't release the knob until it's all the way
Yes,
shut.
and you release it slowly.
Yep. Yeah, see, in the house we're living in, the bathroom, the master bath, literally opens up right to the bedroom. So if Shelby's the first one up, she's turning lights on, it's just shining in. Meanwhile, I got my phone flashlight,
Same.
shutting the bathroom door in the dark and then turning the light
Same.
on. Just men. Just men.
respect.
Y'all ain't got them trailer doors. It's hard to do that.
Oh, man. So a lot happening. We'll start off the show
I
with
thought y'all had those bead curtains instead of
Walk through like an Indian liquor store.
yeah.
Saban retiring. So that happened. We were one day early on the show last week from it dropping. So we're about a week late now. But what are your guys' immediate reaction from Saban hanging it up? Did you see it coming this year, this soon?
100% saw it coming, just kept it myself.
Here.
Man, I was really happy as a Georgia fan.
Yeah.
I thought
mean-
you'd do a round of applause right then when you said that. Saban retired.
There it is.
He never knows which one is which.
I'm having trouble reading this morning.
I was fired up because just a ton of respect to Nick Saban because he's the greatest to ever do it. Mm-hmm. And now Kirby is the best coach in college football, best active coach. So that's good for us. And you saw some of the side effects or dominoes falling, guys leaving Alabama, and hopefully Georgia will catch some of those. We got Tavares Robinson, who's our new co-defense coordinator. So good things happen for Georgia. Maybe we're the top of the pile now for a little while longer.
Why do you think? Well, go ahead, Opie. I want to come back to Tavares Robinson.
Yeah, no, I think it's huge that. Well, I mean, we've got they've been our biggest adversary every year. They are our biggest competition in recruiting. They're our biggest competition in the SEC, which normally leads to the national championship game. And the times that we have not been successful since Kirby took over, it's been because we lost a game to Alabama. And you're right. I think Saban's the best that's ever done it. And now that's a huge hurdle out of the way. So I think it paves the way for future success for us, which selfishly that's what we care about. And, they're bringing in a really good coach, but
He's not
Saban's the best to ever do it. Mm-hmm. It's unprecedented what he's done. So the chances of that continuing is almost zero. I mean, for them to keep that up at the level they've had is not likely to happen. So I think it allows us some breathing room. And that coach coming over is huge. He's a huge recruiter. And the drama that unfolded about he came to Georgia, then they tried to get him back by giving him a DC position, and now he's back. He's going to stay at Georgia. That's a huge win. I got a buddy who's a big Alabama fan who follows them very closely, who was telling me yesterday if we end up getting that guy, it's going to be a huge difference maker for us in the recruiting trail. And we're already really good at recruiting. This guy's one of the best in the country at recruiting. It's going to boost us up even more.
That was a little bit too much out of him.
Well, he missed last. He missed last week.
What I was reading up on, it's just a weird time for him to do it. With the transfer portal and all that. Like they just handcuffed Alabama, and everybody just like, "Hey, you want to come here? Come on!" And Alabama can't do nothing. If he would have did it before.
Wonder what the deal breaker. I mean, because you're getting a chance to be the defense coordinator at Alabama versus the co-defense coordinator at Georgia. Like what?
I think the difference was Kirby. I think he not to say that the new guy won't have success, but I think he believes in Kirby, and he knows that if he wants to promote himself and move up and get DC jobs, head coaching jobs, Kirby's the guy to be underneath.
He's looking at Fran Brown. He's like, hey, if he did that, Fran Brown, I can get me a good D1 job somewhere.
If he stays at Alabama, chances are their defense is going to get worse over the next couple of years, and he might get blamed for that. If he comes to Georgia, it's almost guaranteed that in 5 years or so he'll be a head coach candidate somewhere. We got a few people watching. We're up to 9 people. Josh Gay's watching.
I knew Rico was going to Rico loves. Shout out to Rico, man. What a loyal listener.
AJ Mathis wants to know where's the law dog. We didn't even address that.
Yeah, who knows?
Well,
Good question.
he may be in a ditch dead somewhere. We don't really know.
Hi.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of possibilities. I mean, I don't.
And that's the
number
one
2 for that truck.
Opie. Murder truck strikes again.
Shout out to AJ for the Nick Chubb jersey. We've repositioned it now, and sorry for it being tossed around last week.
Yeah, Mama Mathis shot me a ugly text message last week. I'm just kidding. Miss Mathis is the sweetest lady ever. But
you won't believe who hiked blame for the jersey just being tossed up here, not hung well.
You?
100%. Without even just she happened to tell me.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Who got the jersey and brought it here? There you are.
Yeah. I was hoping Jay'd have some hammer and nails or something out here.
Jay don't know how. He don't have hammer and nails.
I got a drill, boy.
So, hopefully with Tavares Robinson coming over, whatever his name is, could get some Alabama transfers. Namely, Caleb Downs would be a big one.
We got one already.
Jake Pope.
Does he ever play?
He did special teams.
Yeah.
For us.
He's a special teams guy.
Oh, for special teams.
I think he's gonna be like another Dan Jackson.
Okay.
You gotta have guys like that.
Would love to have him
on the roster.
Hey, Dan's been solid.
Lieutenant Dan.
So back to what you were saying, Opie. You take Alabama out of the picture. Georgia's on a 44-game winning streak, right? Aren't we 42-2 with those two being Alabama? So, hey, if Kirby will stay in it,
Since
Could
Saban
be.
left, can we keep on going with our winning streak? Like, it never
don't count
happened.
those.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. I saw where Glenn Schumann is a name tossed around for the Washington head vacancy. So I really, even though we got the Robinson guy, I think Schumann's jam up. So
You know, I was thinking too, this is going to help our schedule. I mean, because we have a tough schedule coming up next
good
year.
gracious.
You're at Texas, at Ole Miss, at Alabama, and now the Alabama trip doesn't seem
Quite as daunting.
That'll be DeBoer's first SEC game. That's tough.
it really?
Tough way to
Yeah.
open.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa.
Man, I hope we go in there and just break their hearts.
That'd be awesome. We going to. All right, Height. Couple of stories for you here. And I wish Law was here to be here for this, and this may be why he's not here. This could ultimately be why he's not here, because we have a group text, the Big Ugly Sports Show group text, naturally with us four and with Mitch in it, with Law in it. And on Friday evening, the West Orange Raiders are hosting the area duels. Is that what we
Yeah.
call it? Area duels, and we get
region duels.
region duels, and so we get a picture, and I'm gonna turn it over to you, but I'm setting it here. We get a picture from Height, and it's a picture of Law on the map making, just a couple pictures, few pictures, and Height, what was it?
Region champ.
Region champ. So we're all firing in. Congrats, do it, Law. Raiders on top. Take over, Height.
Yeah, I was about 3 or 4 matches too soon. The tide turned against us there toward the end, and when it came down to the last match, we were tied 36-36. Did not end in our favor. Lost a tight one. There was a match in there that went to triple overtime, but yeah. Sorry, Law.
You've been
Sorry
known
about
to
that.
jump the gun a couple times.
Right, region runner up. But it really kind of worked out.
Explain.
It would have been better if Mitch was here because he'd be, saying stuff, whatever. But good for the show.
It is great for the show. I mean, I felt bad after. I didn't really know what to say.
As
Sorry, Mitch.
As soon as that last match ended, is when I texted y'all and said I meant region runner up.
Oh, too soon. So
And we had to set up the tournament. We had a middle school state tournament right the next day, so we had to stay and set up. So all the high school kids and Mitch had to stay and help us set up. And he was just tell me what you want me to do. Just tell me what to do. He was frustrated. He was trying.
bet he was.
We were trying to set up the gym in a new way that hadn't. I'm telling you, it won't work. It will not work. You know how Mitch is.
It probably worked. didn't
It worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
All right. So staying with the wrestling. Tell us a little bit about Hot on Saturday, middle school duels, and believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, Height found a way to rub somebody the wrong way.
I almost made it through the entire tournament. We started at 9:30, finished at almost 7:30, and there were 21 middle school teams. It ran smooth. There was a lot of hands helping. Coach Clifford Garnto, he did the grilling and for everybody. And
Y'all go pork chops?
yes,
On the Raider Grill.
yes, sir. And I don't know if it's Coach Garnto or that grill.
He's got them pork chops on lock, son.
Man, them things are
He's
so
got them
good.
They're
figured out.
good. But anyhow, the very last duel is the finals match. Tifton, Lumpkin County, and out the gate early, Lumpkin's winning. So this mama from Tift comes over to me, and she's complaining about how many coaches the other teams got.
And you're just
I'm the tournament director.
tournament director. Okay, the
Okay.
tournament director.
Yeah, so I've been walking around with a microphone all day, and calling teams out to mats and asking people to get off the floor and all this other stuff.
Did you show any love to Big O Sports while you're there? Or not?
I did not.
Man.
Oh, actually, I did
Missed a
because
great opportunity.
because the big scoreboards that we were using, I logged in on my school stuff, and Big O Sports is my background, so it popped up and everybody
Nice.
saw it. Thousands of people saw it, but anyway.
Millions.
Anyways, she comes over like, there's just too many coaches over there. You've been telling people all day, coaches, you got to get. I said, ma'am, I ain't. I said that one time because there was like 8 adults in the corner. And I was like, whatever. And she's like, I have a great memory. I'm a school teacher. I know what you said. I was like, ma'am, I'm a school teacher too. And I didn't tell her this, but I've got a terrible memory. So like, being a teacher doesn't qualify you.
I really don't remember what I said, but okay.
And she kept on, and you know how it is. Your team's losing, like if you're watching Georgia and they're losing, that was pass interference,
Oh, yeah.
And then so she was just grasping at straws, looking for a reason why her team's losing. I said, "Ma'am, you're being too sensitive. I should not have said that. She was not happy when I told her she was being too sensitive, but I was really just being honest with her. She was.
She go full Karen on you?
She did. And she had the angry
Like her
eyes.
people watch, like, is there?
No, because nobody else cares. And it's like, I'm over off to the side. And then I'm pretty sure her husband was a state patrolman who had just broken up a fight between two parents in the bleachers. But I guarantee you,
About to break up another one.
she left complaining to me and went to complain to him. And if that was her husband, I guarantee he's thinking, you are being too sensitive. But he
just
was
had
never
to tell her,
that.
huh?
He probably knew she was sensitive.
Honest feedback is important, I think.
Yeah. Well, I try to be straightforward with her. She didn't take it very well, though.
That's not her. You're not responsible for her feelings.
I don't fall on you. Hey, I'm proud of you. That could have
I
got
love-
worse.
Yeah.
You de-escalated on accident.
Yeah. Yeah, I was proud of the tournament. And if I only offend one person after, what, 10 out, how many hours that is? I don't know.
So how'd the middle school end up?
We got ninth.
Okay. Is that
3 and
state?
2. Yeah, state
Okay.
duels we went 3 and 2. And we beat the ones we were supposed to beat and lost to the ones we thought we'd lose to.
Shout out to Gene, Noah Garnto for
Noah Gonto, yes sir, head coach.
leading the
of
Little
them-
Raiders.
Them scrapping
Top
Raiders.
10. Top 10. That's all that matters.
All right, guys, it's time for our first commercial break. If you're on Facebook Live, stay with us. We're going to mute the mics just for a second to play our commercial. So stay with us. We will be right back.
New year, new financial goals? Whether it's saving, investing, or planning for the future, we've got your back. Visit Bank of Dudley today and let's make 2024 your year for financial success. Bank with confidence at Bank of Dudley. Since 1905, member FDIC.
This is Brad Meeks, owner of Brian's Giant Subs. Thanks for listening to the Big Ugly Sports Podcast. Come see us today to grab your favorite sub, 1632 Veterans Boulevard in the Oaks Shopping Center, Dublin, Georgia.
J2 Streaming Services. With over 9,000 live channels and packages starting at $15 per month, you literally can't beat it. Visit them on the web at www.j2streaming.com. Proud sponsor of the Big Ugly Sports Show.
For all your HVAC needs, please call Elite Comfort Solutions. We specialize in commercial and residential HVAC. The number is 833-483-HVAC and the website is www.elitecomfortsolutions-inc.com. Call for a free quote today.
Big Peach Car Wash, coming this April, across from Walmart on Highway 80. I hadn't washed my truck in 5 years. I'm breaking that streak this April.
Welcome back to the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by the Bank of Dudley. We are here. Thank you to all of our sponsors. This time, real quick, before we move on to our next topic, for our Brian Subs winner of the week. And a small pool this week, only 7 to put in for the Brian Subs, so numbers were down. Hey, better odds.
It was MLK Holiday weekend is what got
that's
us.
true. That's true.
MLK.
It was,
Holiday.
it would say that.
So this week's winner is Renee McClendon. I think Renee won a few weeks ago. So Renee McClendon, go enjoy that half sub courtesy of Brian's Giant Subs. Tell them the Bus Gang sent you. Thanks to Brad Meeks and the guys over there for handling that.
That noise you just put out reminds me when Nick Hayes was DJing your wedding.
Pat.
That mine, yeah.
And we were,
Pat,
we,
Jilly's
yeah,
wedding.
we were all going up there just hit.
Just wear it out. So off air,
DJ Hayes hated it, but I loved it.
off air during the commercial break, we're talking and just trying to see how many listeners we had on Facebook Live. It's early, we get it. So thank you for those of you who are listening. But Opie said we are in double digits. Opie said we're kind of dead this morning, which meanwhile we think, hey, things are going good. But tell us why he's feeling like that.
There's been a trend with Opie. Whenever he has a good show, he'll text later on and say, "Man, what a great show, guys! What a great show!"
And by good show, you mean him talk a lot.
Yeah, and so since and I leaned up and I said, "Chuck, that just means he hadn't had enough airtime. Not enough him equals poor show."
He's there about that bottom lip hard too, son.
Man, I
itching to
just
say
have
something.
so many things, so many intelligent things.
I'm
to
just
add
so
that-
much smarter than you guys. I need to say something.
I'm sitting here with my fingers interlaced.
Tell you what, one thing is real apparent. Y'all know me really well.
So Opie, why you good? You ready?
Yeah, I just said we needed a little more energy. I miss Law being here. I mean, I don't know how you take the PM off his alarm on his phone, but we need to find out how.
Well, one person can tell us how he fixed it
Hey,
this week, anyways.
the Marine motto: adapt, adjust, and overcome. and I did it.
I was laying in bed last night, and I was like, man, I hope I didn't set my alarm to PM. I don't even set, like it's a reoccurring alarm, but somehow I was like, man, if that happened to me, I would be devastated. I would never recover from that, I don't think.
Almost as bad as you Height having to bail you out when you didn't have your wallet to get gas down there.
It was about on the same level.
He pay you back, Hut?
Man, what do you think? This dude.
Dang, such a Opie.
Adam owes me so much money at this point, it's ridiculous. When he was in college, let me tell you about it. When he was in college, he didn't have
You
a
don't
job.
have to grab the mic when you talk every time.
Don't tell me how to operate over here.
But that helps him to kind of zero in.
Hey,
He thinks it helps him be more professional.
I don't know what to do with
He
my
probably
hands.
read that.
Ricky
He
Bobby
probably
over
read
here.
that in the book. Hey, when you're on the podcast, make sure you grab it and just bring it in. Bring it in, like the camera. Look at the camera. Just bring the
Gotta
camera
get up
in.
on it. Listen, when we were in college, I graduated college, and I had a full-time
So
job.
I was in college. You weren't, because you just graduated. Go ahead.
Let me tell my story.
Okay.
This every time.
Hey, hurry up.
So I graduate college. I get a full-time job. Adam doesn't have a job. So I still come visit in Athens. We go out. We're having
had no
great
friends.
times. And I got money. He doesn't. So I'm buying dinner. I'm buying drinks. We go out to the bars. Wherever we go, I'm buying.
Thank you.
I drive us over there. I drop him and Jeremy off at the curb, and I like hand them some money to go to the game.
Boy, just rolling it. Boy, just rolling it.
When was this? I must have missed
bankroll.
this.
And when we graduate college, he gets a job, and he's like, "Man, I just appreciate all that." I was like, "Well, I tell you," because he was talking about how to pay me back, and I was like, "Man, I tell you what, you don't have to pay me back for all that, but like maybe buy me a nice shotgun or something like that to pay me back." Like $300-400 shotgun, and when you start making money, he's like, "Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea." Well, never happens, which I'm not surprised by. Well, then this joker wins a shotgun, exactly matching the description of the shotgun that I said he could pay me back with. Gives it to my daddy.
Who had done more for me?
I would say Dad's done more. For
No
sure.
doubt, but
You're next, though. Next time I win one, I got you.
in typical fashion, he did not buy those tickets to win the
what that
draw.
cheap shotgun did for him in the
No.
Duffield.
That was a good one. I was coaching football, and Timmy Oliver bought all the coaches a ticket to this wildlife banquet, and I was the only coach that won a shotgun, and then the other coach was like, "You're not gonna keep that gun, are you? You gonna give it to him? He's the one who bought you that ticket." I said, "I'm keeping the gun. If he didn't,
He
want
gave me the ticket.
If he didn't want me to have a gun, he ought not have bought me a ticket."
That's fair.
Here we are.
He didn't ask you to hold a ticket for him. He gave it to you.
I mean, he's talking about how he did all this, that, and for me. I gave him a place to stay every time he came to Athens. And if
Rent free.
And we gave him all his friends pretty much.
dude has zero friends, no social life outside of what I was providing for him. So matter of
Greg
fact,
Hightower gave me a place to stay.
I'm
You
pretty
had
sure-
nothing to do with that rent.
I mean, I was his.
Put it this way, would he have had the place to stay if it wasn't for you?
You did not want to sleep on that bed he had in college. I promise. You'd rather sleep on the floor.
Meanwhile,
Crinkle. It's like they had
see,
dried up newspapers on
that's
the
on
bed.
A
Uncle
nursing
G.
home
Uncle
bed.
G wouldn't give me a decent mattress.
By allergies, I
Hey,
gotta have the bed cover.
Speaking of that, he wouldn't even have a wife if he hadn't been for me introducing you to all these friends.
I don't remember you being on that trip.
Who'd you go on a trip with? People I introduced you to.
Not you.
All right, moving on. All right, so let's liven it up a little bit here. Opie, we got a little game action here. We're going to rank blindly.
More of him, so we're good.
Rank blindly. This is just a plethora.
That means a lot, Jay.
Plethora
I
of
can say
topics.
it, but I can't spell it.
A lot of different topics here. So those of you that are on Facebook Live, if you're live with us right now, feel free to drop your 5 in the order that you would rank them to.
That last segment just lost us 3 viewers.
People had to go. They got to get in the shower.
Well, you do have a tendency when you tell a story, boy, to just run it in the dirt.
All right, here we go. Number 1, rank this one blindly, 1 through 5. Ken Griffey Jr. baseball on N64. The old school Ken Griffey
Correction.
Jr.
It was Super Nintendo, not
What?
N64.
I played it on 64.
No, you didn't. Super Nintendo.
That middle joystick.
I can't remember. Anyhow, Ken Griffey Jr. baseball. Where you at on it, Jay? 1 through 5.
I played that a lot. I'm going to go 2.
Oh, we're reconnecting. Spoke too soon. We made it 24 minutes. Oh, well. All right, go ahead, Opie. He
4.
said 4. Height?
5.
5. All right. Krispy Kreme. Hot donuts. Fresh off the conveyor belt. I said it was all kind of topics, not video games.
Oh, man.
hot and fresh Krispy Kreme donuts.
Off camera, Jay's picking his nose.
2.
Had a booger.
I'm gonna give it 2.
You got a 2. All right, keep it where you're at. They're
3.
good now.
3.
Yikes. Okay.
I'm not a big donut guy. I mean,
Surprising.
I'd rather have some meat.
You look
So I'm
like you're
going
smoking
for-
with a donut under that sweatshirt right there.
Oh, okay, Mr. Hunter.
Got me. You got me. I wear camouflage.
Or camouflage, boy.
All right, so we got the third one, and keep this PG, okay? A 2-hour massage, just a regular basic massage.
I'll have to go. Wish I could trade my 2s and 3s, but I'll go 3.
Okay, you would have put it at 2.
Yeah.
We're going 5. I feel like 2-hour massage is too long.
Of course you do.
Too long. I'm just be tired of it.
Dude, you're something special, man. I tell you.
I've had one massage in my life and I hurt worse after the massage, so I'm gonna go 5.
All right, so what y'all got? What 2 you got left? What
Nick,
spots
tell
you
them
got?
I got
Too much
one.
peach.
I'm
I got
1 and
1
4,
and 3.
1 and 3. What you got open?
Nah, I lost track. I don't.
I'm 1 and 4.
I got 5.
I think you got 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is wide open.
All right.
I hope you get
Lot
some.
of
Number
that.
4. Number 4 is the NCAA football game. Just the
Oh
game.
boy, that's a 1.
Just the game in general.
So many memories.
Got to go 1 on that.
1.
Okay, so you got 2 left.
Is that including
3.
Is that including McChickens we used to eat and playing that?
Just FYI, just FYI for Jay. N64 Major League, King Griffey Junior Baseball and N64 right?
That
Thank
he was. I can't see that phone from here. You know that.
That's 100% the game I was. I knew it was-
It's Super
$13.
Nintendo too, though.
The iPhone
That's what I said.
1.8.
N64.
Nah, I didn't. I wasn't privileged like you.
All right, and the 5th one, Michael Sam.
Who?
Michael Sam.
Well, that's disappointing.
Where's he fall in yours?
It's going to be 2.
I guess he's gonna be 3.
I didn't know what that is. 3.
A lot of people. You don't know who Michael Sam? I was about to say a lot
You
of people
don't know who he
Michael
is?
Sam.
He's a defensive end.
He
Played
played
at
at
Missouri.
Missouri, defensive end, good in college, got drafted by the Rams, first outwardly gay player in the NFL.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
had a slight lift.
That wasn't slight. That was heavy.
Oh boy, so
That was,
D-Nut watching.
he was.
that was a terrible. That
Was
was
still
terrible
alive?
I
last.
think so.
I feel confident.
Hey, D-Nut. He's probably on the way to work.
I'm over here saying reconnect and hold tight at 24 minutes. So.
All right, then never mind.
All right, so if y'all given the NFL playoffs, y'all watch that much?
Yeah, I brushed up on it for the show. If it honestly, the Falcons, man, if they were better, I'd be more into it. But I did enjoy the Cowboys losing.
Man,
I don't know. It's just become a thing where, and I got some buddies that like the Cowboys, and so when they lose, it's funny to me. But that's all they do now.
that's a passionate fan base.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
So I got a question for you. Everybody's talking about how McCarthy needs to be fired because they have all this regular season success but can't come through in the postseason, and it means nothing without postseason wins. But in my opinion, I think that postseason success is often luck-based or can be highly affected by luck. The skill gets you into the tournament, and then skill along with luck gets you through the tournament. And the best team doesn't always win, just like Georgia not winning the national championship last year. I thought they were the best team. Braves had the best regular season record last year, fumbled it in the playoffs. So do you think changing the head coach is what it takes to get them to the next level, or do you think he's providing a consistent voice in that locker room that's making them be successful during the regular season, which is heavily decided by skill and preparation, and it would or would not make a difference in the playoffs?
Sorry, I nodded off there during that monologue. I apologize.
But football.
There's a question. It wasn't monologue.
More times than not, most of the time, 85-90% of the time, the better team wins in football.
Most of the time, some of the time, 85% of the time.
all the time.
He's just figuring it as he had to let the
A
math
lot of
catch
numbers
up.
up there. You know how I work.
Oh,
Million
man.
things going on.
No,
I don't even know what your
What's
end
your
of
what?
that statement was. I don't even know what you said.
I'm
there.
saying most of the time, the better team wins in football. Baseball's different now.
So I think, it's going to be on the head coach. You think about Mark Richt.
We're just yawn right in the middle of it.
Still a baby on.
That thing stank.
No, that's when you suck in, not blow out.
Smell like baby applesauce.
Stuck it in.
Mark Richt was a really good coach. He could never really get us over the hump to win a national championship. Now you change head coaches, you got a guy who can take us all the way, and I think that's probably where Dallas is.
I hate we didn't have to play off when Rick coached, and I hate that. We would have won some. We would have won 12. No, yeah, 12 when Alabama right there at the end.
08, we played Hawaii in the.
Oh yeah.
02.
We probably had 10 national championships by now.
10 of them.
I don't even know.
But we might not. But then we might not have got Kirby. So
It worked out.
we wouldn't have won a national
all right, here's what I want.
championship.
I'm gonna give you the.
So to answer your question, I think it is the head coach.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the teams that are left. Texans play the Ravens. Packers, 49ers, Bucks, Lions, Chiefs, Bills. Chiefs, Bills will be a good game to watch. So I want to hear your Super Bowl predictions. I haven't watched the NFL a whole lot, so I'm gonna be straight in the dark. So in the NFC, you got Bucks, Lions, Packs, 49ers. Who's coming out of 49ers?
like
Been the
you
best
gotta
team in
go
football all year.
49ers. Great coach.
I enjoyed seeing the Packers being the ones with Jordan Love to beat the Cowboys, but
He
49ers.
had a historically great game. The perfect passer rating. First to ever do it.
And they said before the game, they were talking about every person that he's throwing the ball to is their first or second year in the league. So it's just young guys.
I mean, you think about if he continues that success, they'll go straight from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers to Jordan Love, who looks really good right now. And I mean, you can't nail it any more than their front office has.
Yep. So who y'all got 49ers, Jay?
Yeah, I take Niners. But
49ers.
I'm taking the Bills, man. I
Well,
love.
we're
I
in the
like
NFC.
if you listen to the question, we're in the NFC.
I don't listen real good.
Obviously.
85-90% of the time, I'll take Bills.
Who you taking? You got the Pack playing the 49ers.
I'm going with the Bucks. I like watching them last night.
Bucks.
Yeah,
Sleeper
Yeah,
pick.
they was flying around.
They
last
did
night.
look good.
They was
did look
flying,
good.
son.
Baker Mayfield is making $4 million this year. Falcons could have had him. Falcons are paying Taylor Heineke $7 million over 2 years.
Yeah, but I
think.
wouldn't want him. I cannot stand him.
We'd
Just for
be in the
Rose Bowl.
playoffs right now.
Yeah, but
We'd be in
Rose
the
Bowl
playoffs.
game.
He is
still can't
annoying.
stand him.
All right, I'm gonna take the Lions. I like that story.
Did you see the Lions?
I do like Dan
and the
Campbell.
Rams playing, and they
just saw it.
they beat the Rams yesterday, which I thought was
That was a
interesting.
good game. Did y'all watch it?
Yeah, no,
Very good game.
but it came down. Matt Stafford, and Jared Goff, they were essentially traded for each other, right? And so, but Stafford had a better game, but it still ended up losing.
It just makes me mad the way they treat him. Dude gets killed back there, and they never call nothing. And you got Mahomes and all them. Stafford just getting wore out.
It's always
because
been
he's
like
a
that.
dog?
Hey, Mitch just woke up, guys. Good job.
Shocker. So I'll take the Lions. I think that's a good story. They've been playing well all year, and you talk about a program that's been or a team that's been terrible as of late. So
Listen,
what do you think-
hold on a second. If you've got Mitch's number and you're seeing this live or
they're
later
not
on,
going to see it live.
please just text him and tell him how big a piece of trash he is for not showing.
Yeah. After I texted yesterday and said, "Are you going to be there?" in his exact words, yes. So, but he never misses, never oversleeps,
Never.
ever. And that's what even after today. When I talked to him later today, man, I never miss.
I ain't missed the whole year.
That's the first time I missed. Hey,
We're gonna have to call him intern Mitch. 2 interns.
Yeah, we got 2 interns.
So, what do y'all think about the offensive coordinator at Detroit? Do you think he's the stud everybody says he is? The next Shanahan, or is he just a guy caught in the right place?
Well, I don't know. I haven't watched the Lions all year, but the Lions, like I said, have been bad. And you've got Jared Goff, who's like a decent quarterback, and you're 12-5, so somebody's doing something right.
I like Dan Campbell. He'd be
Yeah.
fun to play
He is
for.
good.
Yep. All right, in the AFC, you got Chiefs, Bills, Texas, Ravens. So who you got playing in the Super Bowl versus? Y'all say 49ers, Bucks, Lions.
You got to go Chiefs. I mean, they got to be the favorite.
They're going to Buffalo.
Bills Mafia. Gonna be crazy.
Oh, well,
But
Did y'all see
you also got don't sleep. The Ravens are 13 and 4,
I'm going to go Ravens.
and they got Monken. So
You got Roquan too. Quan.
all right, y'all pick. So he's got Ravens. All right,
I'll go Bills.
I'm going Bills.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens as well. Ravens, Lions. All right, Super Bowl champ.
Niners.
Niners.
Buccaneers.
Man, I thought my shot. I'm going Lions. I thought it was going to be a shot in the dark.
I just hope both Hardballs don't win the national championship in the
Bogs.
Super Bowl.
Was it Hardballs?
Hardballs. How you say it, Chill?
Hardball? It's like
okay.
a silent. The G, I think you don't say it's silent.
That's my down south draw.
Which I want to come back. How much time we in right now? I want to come back to that. We need to take our second commercial break, but I got some stuff to say to Jay. So y'all stay with us. We will be right back.
Bank of Dudley is proud to sponsor the Big Ugly Sports Show. Wherever you're listening to your favorite sports show, you can also be banking with your favorite bank. Bank of Dudley offers mobile and online banking platforms to make managing your money easy. Get on that Bank of Dudley bus. Beep. Bank of Dudley since 1905. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Big Ugly Sports Show, brought to you by the Bank of Dudley. We are live on this Tuesday morning. So right before the break, Jay was over there running his mouth, just saying dumb stuff. So that takes me to Jay made a comment yesterday in the group text. You know, y'all, anytime teachers are off of school, Jay's got something to say about it because, you know, he never gets off. Meanwhile, he's playing golf about every other Friday when he's supposed to be working. So he says we're glorified babysitters. Okay. So I felt, as I was thinking about it, driving into work this morning, I felt the need, like, on behalf of teachers to apologize to Jay, because as time has advanced, we've become more and more serious about students with disabilities. And you go back 20 years ago when Jay was
He's one of the ones that fell through the cracks.
He fell through the cracks. He didn't get what he needed, and it's kind of like when
Not
you go
physically through the cracks.
It's kind of like when you hear people that have been hurt by church, so they're just against church. Well, Jay's been hurt by the school system because we just didn't cultivate him. You know, he was a kid with a disability, and nobody really could pinpoint what it was. And now, you know, he's mad at teachers. So, Jay, on behalf of teachers everywhere,
He's on behalf of public education.
on behalf of public education, we're sorry.
I love
we
the
let
county
you
school
down,
system. I love it.
but we let you down, Jay, and I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Do we need to touch base?
I love making chill. I love doing that. Every time y'all off, make sure I text first thing in the morning.
Jay loves to say how blue collar he is.
Sorry, I didn't wear my hunting vest this morning. Big blue collar.
At about 7:15
You got to put some orange on when you walk out. You're going to get shot.
You grunt.
He's lashing out at everybody right now.
It does
Back
come.
in the corner. What were you about to say?
I was
Too
about
far?
to pile on. I was just about to pile on.
That's okay, but then it won't be a good
Listen,
episode.
so I heard somebody describing our podcast to other people last week, and he was describing it as one of them will try to make a point, and then the other just jump on him and start trashing him immediately. That's
pretty
basically
spot
what they
on.
do for an hour.
It just blows my mind. He's always saying, this one person, it's got to be the same person. You ain't got that many friends.
Jay hates when I talk about my friends in Warner Robins. He's like, "Why you keep acting like you got friends besides us?"
He wants him to be your only close
In
friend.
his mind, he's the only person anyway. So
Also, while we're on the topic of Jay, I've got Jay hatred towards teachers. We figured that out. And then
I enjoyed that, Opie.
would you classify Jay as an Indian giver?
yeah, he does.
And that's
like-
probably
he-
insensitive, you know, in the times
Yeah.
Indian giver. But
Well, yeah, we've already offended a few groups of people today, but I think Jay does his favorite thing is to remind you that he did something for you or gave you something.
He'll lead out with
And-
generosity, just like this morning. He asked me, "You wore them shoes I gave you yet?" First of all, I didn't ask for the shoes.
I was just asking if you liked them. I never asked for any money or anything. I just asked if you liked them.
But now if I wear them, he's gonna be telling that literally everybody. He's probably got group texts. I gave out these shoes.
Look at that,
and I'm
wearing
like,
them, and he don't appreciate
he
them.
don't- I would
Look how
take
dirty they are. He don't even take
Listen,
care
yeah,
of
I'm
They
gonna
gonna be
take those
dirty.
shoes off his feet right now.
I promise you
He's
they're
gonna
going to be
lose.
dirty.
He's gonna lose one of them in his
Well,
truck
he come
somewhere.
in with these raggedy behind tennis shoes he's got on. I'm like, have you tried them shoes on? No, I ain't tried them on. I'm
I
like,
set them down in the floorboard of my truck, and they have not moved.
probably got
Every time
suckers and Cheetos
we
on.
disagree at all about the show, which is almost everything. Off air, we're just as argumentative as we are on
Probably
it.
more so.
Jay, it's like, well, you ain't even done nothing for the show. What about all the stuff I've done for the show? Got a grain bin, got a heater.
internet, heater. I mean, he just
And at the end of the day, when the internet wasn't working, which had nothing to do with anything that we have done, just the internet went down, and he's just dog and chill out about how he has ruined his internet. He can't see none of his cameras.
And see what happened? Ree
Internet-
was on me.
All of a sudden, he'll never have internet again for the rest of his life, and it's all Chill's fault.
And you would think that this place gets broken into regularly because the afternoon that his cameras aren't working, like he can't wait till the next day till like it's panic time because his cameras aren't working. I'm like, just wait till tomorrow.
Not
and
so
fix it.
much cameras.
Just wait like an hour.
TVs or nothing's working.
Wasn't our fault.
All I know is I know every time Ree is getting on him because he immediately turns the lashes out at us. Because the only thing, it's the only outlet he has because he can't turn it back at her.
And then instead of saying, my bad, guys, I really didn't mean that. I was just having a rough time. You know, he just, I love getting y'all riled up.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
So Height Scott, did you bring the cash this morning? You got some cash?
I don't got it.
Almost.
Well, we're going to pay Jay.
Chill,
So
we talked about it last night. We talked about bringing that money.
I did.
Did we?
I asked you had. You said yeah, bring it with you, and
I forgot.
So we can clear our overhead on the money we owe him, so he can't. That'll be one less thing he
That's
can hold
on-
over.
I guarantee you it will not slow it down one bit. Not one bit.
Power bill through the roof because of
I love
us.
it.
Hour once a week. So Indian give it.
Hour. Turned it on last night.
Opie calculated that heat pulls $3 a day, or was
don't
it
care
That's
what
a year.
exactly.
That's a year.
$3 a year.
I don't care what he says.
All right.
Calculated kilowatts.
He's good at math now. I got another game for us to play real quick while we're in the game playing mode. I want y'all to, since Jay, you weren't here last time we did this, and you're the guy that every time we play this game or any game, you know all the answers off air, and you would have said this and would have said that. So we're guessing the team's logos. Okay?
Put the phone up now.
Yeah, can't Google now.
Guess
This guy was pulling out some of the most random play 2 games in 1962
Oh, on that
picks
baseball
on
game.
that baseball
Yeah, he
thing.
was
And it's
cheating.
no, I wasn't Googling.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm there.
All right. Guess the logo based on the color. First color, navy.
Navy.
I cannot.
Throw one
believe,
out there,
I
hurry.
can't believe we're doing this segment again.
You don't like it?
We should have workshopped this, Chill.
Do you want to play it or no? We don't have to
FAU.
hide if you don't want to play
It's
it. We don't have
FAU. Yeah, I want to play.
to. No. Hurry up, guess.
Georgia Tech.
All right, light blue. You don't get a guess. Light blue. Navy and
I
light
done
blue.
said
blue
Navy,
and
stupid.
light blue.
Oh, North Carolina.
What do you, oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Light blue.
I don't know North Carolina.
No.
Navy blue and light blue.
Good basketball school.
UConn.
You've already had a guess, but no, it's not them
I
either.
could not tell you. Gonzaga.
Nope.
North Carolina.
He's already said that. Gold.
He's saying Gonzaga.
Marquette.
Nope. Good guess, though. All right.
I mean, I got no idea.
He don't even want to play the game, so he's
Oh,
upset right now.
That makes sense.
Kent.
Villanova. All right, we'll do one more.
Okay.
Red.
Stanford.
Western Kentucky.
Well, that's more okay.
Wisconsin.
Black.
Georgia.
Man, I don't even know Rutgers.
Vanderbilt.
Red and black.
Oh, red and black. I thought it was just black.
All right, red, black, and white. ACC.
North Carolina State.
Good job, Mike. All right, we'll workshop
You
that.
can't get a
game for next
conference
time.
like that. Then he
Thank you.
guesses at first. Everybody.
Well, I felt pressure because Opie's making me feel bad for playing a game. When we workshopped ideas, 0 ideas, none, not one. No.
You did not
one.
present this at
If
all.
you could go
It does
back.
not matter. You got to present stuff
Yes.
too.
No,
that's
you
how
don't
that works.
workshop stuff that
hey, y'all need
until
to
it's
do this off
presented.
the air now.
You don't workshop.
No, this
workshop
is
stuff.
what our show's about.
But I'm more and more seeing.
If you'll go back to
Hey,
last
if it ain't his idea,
last
you know the
episode
rules.
when I said you ever seen a guy who all he wants to do is be negative,
and provide nothing.
That's not true. I'm more positive about Chill than anybody else. I talk about how great he is and how much he brings to the show.
Well, thank you, bud.
But I also got to let you know when you bring some junk to the show. And
Can we? But
we
from
did
now,
that last time you brought it up.
you can't even put his stuff in an area of good or bad because he brings nothing. But
So can we work next time I play a game though for the on air sake? Can you roll through it and then afterwards we workshop it because that's what that's for. But
That's what I did last time, but then you did it again. I feel like we need to address it.
Yeah,
on
but that
there.
was only your only. Height enjoyed it.
I like
enjoyed
it.
the
I
game.
like it.
You like it?
You know why I like it? Because we're actually doing something instead of just sitting over here twiddling our fat fingers and not doing anything productive. I mean,
0 ideas, Opie. 0 topic
And
ideas
I
from you
think
this
it's
week.
Not true.
So-
Every time I come up with a segment, we don't do it.
you've never once come up with a segment.
That's not true.
Tell me
All
what
right,
it was.
Opie. This week in history, what you got?
This week in history,
Which was originally Jay's segment, but he never comes.
Zero
So.
But whose
confidence that he
idea?
was
It
going
was
to be
your
here.
idea. Thank you for coming up with this, Chuck.
Yeah, thank you.
Because he
Chuck
came up with
has the
nothing.
most ideas. But apparently, you can't talk negatively about any
That's
of his
because he's a
ideas.
glorified babysitter.
Go ahead.
Got
Well, he
plenty of
wasn't
time.
babysitting yesterday, so he had time.
Go ahead.
This week in history, in 1977, the first and only time it snowed in Miami, Florida.
Wow.
That's a fun
How
fact.
about that?
This week in history, 1977, it snowed in Miami.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you
Miami.
think they did to celebrate? Like, I mean, was it a heavy snow? Was it sticking snow? Was it?
I don't think it was a sticking snow, but it was in the 30s, and I think that they probably freaked out and said that some kind of climate change was
Hell's freezing over.
So
it starts in Miami.
Here, too big of a breath in that mic. Secondly, Opie, how much time? I need to know how much time it took you to come up with that.
It probably took me 10 minutes. I did a little research, came up with
I was just ask free. I was searching.
Dude, I was looking.
couldn't find
I was
nothing.
looking for something funny. Obviously, he's not going to do
Listen,
anything
I
funny.
can't-
'cause
I-
it's
I'll
not
say
funny.
this though. Here's what I know: we've set the bar really low for this week in history, and so we can only get better.
I came
Real
up
low.
with 6 or 8 different things and was trying
That's
to decide
what you went
which
with.
one.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Well,
That was top.
Tip my
just
cap
in case
to you.
y'all, also Popeye appeared for the first time. I don't know.
Sailor Man?
Got some Popeye lovers in here.
Used to
I
love
love
The
spinach.
Sailor Man, not the chicken. But I also love that. I think Popeye is an underrated cartoon.
I used to love it.
You know how it's going to finish, but I love it every time. Yeah.
It was fake. You think you'd eat that spinach, you can do all kinds of stuff, but you couldn't.
Try to make
Is
kids
that
eat it.
how? Is that how your mom used to get you to eat your vegetables?
Flintstones too.
I bet.
All right, Opie, what we got next?
I know. Let's do some more colors. I'm gonna do some colors. Y'all tell me what it is. Oh, I love this dead air time.
But this is what it when you don't workshop or when you hold on, sorry, not
It's
workshop.
not
When you
workshop.
don't bring ideas to the table. This
That's
is
not
what
my
we have
role.
is different.
That's not my role.
It's
Oh,
not.
but okay.
What is your role?
You know what? Let me
Let's
check.
Let's handle this off air because you
We're
and
gonna
I are on the
fight.
same
We're gonna
page.
scrap in the yard with it.
You and I are on the same page. He's being an idiot. Let's go.
Who matters?
I
fans?
start. Hey, on the
Fans
way
matter.
But I
here,
mean,
At the end of the day, it's me and you.
on the way here this morning, I had a good idea. I think.
let's hear it.
boy.
But we got to workshop it. We gotta-
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I just
It's-
love to
it's
hear
gonna
any
be a
idea
surprise.
you got.
One
It's
person,
gonna
the
be a
show
surprise.
can't happen. The other person, the show can happen every time.
Can we move on? Because
Well, we're going to wrap it up.
Okay.
We had
Well, let's
stuff to
wrap
talk
it up,
about
'cause
because Opie didn't bring
Heavy
anything.
said over here's got nothing to add.
Bills on the bus.
Bring us home, Hike.
Hey, be sure to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, thebiguglysportshow.com, and give us on YouTube as well. Give us a follow, give us a subscription, share it with your friends, all the good things. Let's go.
Got anything, Opie?
No, I think we're good.
Jay?
I ain't got nothing.
Good head shake on there.
All right, yeah, make sure you subscribe. Sorry with Facebook Live, but we got 24 minutes in. We'll try to figure out what's going on there.
New
Probably
record.
won't have an answer,
New
but
record.
it is getting more and more each time. So thank you for following us. Thank you for supporting us, whatever you're doing, wherever you're at.
Get on that bus.
Like this, and they swishing, 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 swishing.